Are you suffering from wince face due to an injury? Or maybe from back, muscle, or joint pain? Even if you're unsure what that pain is, the specialists at the Iowa Clinic Bone and Joint Center can help you feel better from head to toe. It's coordinated. It's easy. It's all under one roof. Because no one should have to live in pain or with wince face. Call or visit iowaclinic.com today.
Hello, friends. What's going on? Welcome to a little pregame here. Late night tip. Let's get after it. Pour some caffeine. Let's go. Clones. Texas Tech. We are presented by our friends at the Iowa Clinic and the Iowa Clinic Men's Center. So, I'm going to pull up the latest odds here. And we are going to dissect some of this stuff. So right now, Iowa State is across the board a 2.5-point underdog at Texas Tech. Now, how in the world could that be, you ask? This is really stinky. This whole thing smells. It reeks. Texas Tech is without two starters tonight. Why would the first-place team in the Big 12 be an underdog? I don't know. Let's look at where the money is being bet right now. Let's pull this up here. Well, everybody's betting on Texas Tech, according to the Action Network. It's not giving me percentages right now, but I can tell you, based off of this line movement, all of the heavy money, what we call the sharp money, is on the Red Raiders. Yeah. That would be 69% of the money, 52% of the bets. That's a difference of 21%. This is an incredibly heavily bet game right now, and everybody is pounding Texas Tech. I don't know. I mean, clearly Caleb Grill is a topic of conversation. From what I understand, he's going to try and play, and we'll see how it goes. That's kind of what I was told. And but there's no guarantees as far as that, like as far as how he looks and all that good stuff. You all know how it goes. But I mean, if Pop Isaacs is out, that's a really big deal because this is a basketball team that turns it over at a massive rate. One of the worst turnover offenses in the country. What's Iowa State do? Well, they create turnovers. So, to me, I go advantage Iowa State here. I know I'm wearing the logo. I get it. I'm a homer. But just feels to me like a game without those guys for Texas Tech that Iowa State should win, right? But it is disturbing as hell. What do they know? I don't like to make these too much about gambling, but when a point spread moves the way this one has, it's just quite mysterious. And this is interesting too. One of our viewers on YouTube, GT25 he says, I want Grill to take the game off. We want you at Hilton come Saturday. And I totally understand that way of looking at this. It's very interesting with Grill. And I guess, it's a Monday game. He gets Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all to recover from this one. If he's feeling up to it, he could. But then you get into the problem where is this a thing all season long, which is what we don't want because Caleb is too valuable of a basketball player to this team for the things that he does that do not show up in the box score. Not talking about three-pointers. Talking about, offensive rebounding shows up in the box score, but that's his defensive prowess. He's actually rated higher than Kalsher is right now at this point in the season as a defensive player. That shows you how well Caleb Grill has been playing. Jackson is chiming in right now. Apparently, and I hadn't seen this, Jackson, so you're breaking news to me that Jazz Kuntz is warming up tonight for Iowa State. So that's great. Thank you, Jackson. Appreciate that. That's good news. Yeah, the plan was always to have him back on Saturday when Kansas comes to town. Maybe we'll see him a little bit tonight. That was never a deal that, it was like, oh, he's got to be out this many weeks. It was kind of a, let's wait and see how the injury progresses, that type of a deal. I picked Iowa State to win the game. I think I'm going to stay on it. Like with the injury stuff that I've heard on the Texas Tech side of things, it just feels to me like this is a game. If Iowa State's the team that we want them to be, and we think that they could be, then Iowa State should win this game. Amak, I believe, is Amak, and Isaacs are the two guys who are out. Justin is asking us. He's watching on Facebook. Johnny points out, and I agree with you, Johnny, just if you can get 15, 20 minutes out of Grill, that's better than nothing. But you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to make this thing last another 2 to 3 weeks. And this is the point, Justin, that I tried to make, that if you want to get in the Big 12 championship mix, these are the type of games you have to win. You go 2-0 this week, Kansas at home, this game where you're an underdog. Because I can tell you guys what will happen if Iowa State loses this game. Let's say they lose on a buzzer beater, okay? You all are going to freak out. Now, maybe not all of you, but you get what I'm saying. Team was 0-8. We're in first place. How could we lose to them? You're an underdog. Every metric has Iowa State as an underdog in this game. Every one of them. And you're down a guy, right? Like, this is a really, really tricky game tonight. And I would be tickled pink if Iowa State could come out of here with the win. I would be tickled pink. Not to the point where I'm going streaking, but close. I'm not drinking, I promise. This is the best pop. You guys ever had this? This is the single best soda pop that has ever been created on the face of the planet. And it's harder than hell to find. When you can find some, you got to snag it up. I drink it all day. Anyways, I'm picking Iowa State. I'm sticking with it. Anything else you guys want to talk about, let me know. If not, I'm going to wrap this thing up, and I will be back here with a post-game podcast coming up. Iowa State got a defensive end, a JUCO defensive end earlier today. You can read about that over at CycloneFanatic.com. Connor Ferguson has been reporting on that. Good work out of Connor, as that is a huge pickup for the guys. You forget about it because it used to be like this night used to be one of the busiest nights of the year for me when you're preparing for National Signing Day. And now it's just not even on our radar, right? Because everything happens in December. But anyways, real quick from Jeff. He says he signed up for the on-demand stream of the signing day event. That's phenomenal. Thank you for that, Jeff. We appreciate that. Justin wants to know what seed I think Iowa State will get. That is way too early to tell. A lot has to happen between now and then. But you've set yourself up right now at 6-2 in the best league in America. Here's the thing, guys. If they win tonight, the team they're playing is 0-8. It would be a quad 1 win. Do you understand that? Yeah. So it's like the good thing is you could lose a bunch of these games and your metrics don't really change. That's the good thing about where you're at now, because you've taken care of a lot of good business. You can safely say, I think, that if Iowa State wins 2 games the rest of the way, they would be in the NCAA tournament. Now, hopefully we obviously want more than that, but the point being, they've done a really good job. Here we are on January 30th. You win tonight and you're 7-2 in the best league in America. Pretty freaking awesome. So you're in a really good spot, but you respect the spot that you are in. And we've seen more talented teams than this lose to worse Texas Tech teams than this in Lubbock, right? So let's get after it. Let's have some fun. Go pour yourself a little Cody Road. How about that? And I will be back here after the game. Man, we got a lot of Dr. Pepper, cream soda, zero sugar fans around here. Chris is chiming in. We had another one. Oh yeah, Chris is really passionate about it. Something about the name Chris and loving the Dr. Pepper cream soda zero sugar. Brian wants to know if it's better than Ruby Wet Red Squirt. Yeah, I mean, do bears crap in the woods? Absolutely, it is. Janice is watching. Yes, Janice, go get them Cyclones. I agree. Last thing we got here, while we watch, love to go to the Big Ten. Let's drink some Cody Road. I don't know what you're talking about, bro, but I'm down with the Cody Road. I'm feeling you tonight. I am feeling you tonight. This is one of those nights, too. I get the 3-year-old. You could probably hear banging pots and crap in the back. Well, now you can my dog. It's just a total zoo here. I could have gone to bed at like 7 tonight. Can you guys tell? Yes, Dylan, there are updates on the injuries. We covered that. I'll go over it one more time for those who may have joined us late. We got Caleb Grill is going to give it a go. Jazz Kuntz is going through warm-ups. Don't know how much he's going to play. If he's suiting up, I assume he's going to play. And then the 2 guys are out for Texas Tech. So I'm feeling good about it. Let's go. Let's get after it. My name is Chris Williams. Thank you to our friends at the Iowa Clinic for presenting the pregame show. We will be back with the postgame podcast after the game. We're going to have ourselves a fun Monday night. I can feel it. We're going to have a fun Monday. Presented by Dr. Pepper and cream soda, zero sugar. The greatest soda in the history of the planet Earth. I love you all. Let's go get them. Have a great rest of your Monday evening. Go Clones.